It's 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and it's time for the show that brings you the best deals in vaping, broadcast from the VaporJoe's bunker in the heart of New Jersey, and coming at you from the Vaping Underground Live Network on YouTube. I'm your host and deals diva, TygerTyger, and with me, as always, is the infamous, the devilishly handsome, the Duke of Deals, VaporJoe. So grab your favorite vape, something to sip, and don't touch that dial. You're in for 90 minutes of interactive, informative, and money-saving vape chat. Welcome to DoneDeal.
Deals, huh? That's a new one.
The Duke of Deals.
The Earl of e-cigarettes.
I coined that for the first time last week. So.
Oh, you know what? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, see?
I guess I didn't.
It's because you don't listen to me.
I wasn't paying attention.
Exactly.
I
should be used to that.
So welcome to DoneDeal. We do have a lot to talk about tonight. On top of like a normal vape mail and stuff, but I was shitting on these closed systems in vaping, and what I did was I was on Mon Envy last week, and Lonnie Bozeman was on talking about his new cigarette line, and I was like, so what do you think of closed systems? Now, for those of you who are people are saying we're echoing, Tiger, you might want to hit the mute button.
We're in the same room, get over it.
But that's why we have a mute button.
Yeah, well, right now my hands are busy and I can't always get to it, so deal with it.
Her hands are busy. Anyway, so I was talking to Lonnie, and I was like, listen, so what do you think of these closed systems? Now, for those of you who don't know what a closed system is, a closed system for vaping is basically you get a battery, a pre-filled pod of some kind or pre-filled something, and it only works with their liquid and their pod, and that's it, end of story. It's a completely closed system. You can't refill it, nothing. And I thought that was a shitty thing, because it basically it's a cash grab for the industry. People like Suicide Bunny and all these other companies jumped on board selling their liquid. You're getting like 1 milligram of liquid for $5, basically, because it comes in these pods. Well, anyway, so I shit all over it, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward to this Mon Envy, and I asked Lonnie about it. He thought the idea of the closed system was bad, but he uses one, and I said, well, which one do you use? Okay, and he says he uses the Juul, and it's Juul. Now, Juul is made by PAX. Now, everybody knows what a PAX is because we've seen the ads everywhere. PAX is for the other side of vaping we don't talk about. But we'll just say it's of a grown nature. It's of a natural herbal nature. Okay, so that's what PAX basically does. So I went out and bought what Lonnie bought. I bought the Juul, and this is what's going to get us into vape mail. So this is the Juul. This is what it looks like. Okay.
Well, turn it so they get an appreciation for the dimensions.
Well, I'm going to. This is the Juul.
Right.
It's super thin. Okay. Now they're calling this the iPhone of small vaporizers. Now, there is some cool things about this, and there are some stupid things about this, and I will explain. But Juul does something no other vaping company is doing right now. So basically, without a cartridge, this is the battery. Okay, it does nothing except charge. Okay, and the way you charge it, it's actually the charger's kind of neat. It's a little magnetic charger that goes on a USB, and it's dead. You can't do anything with it. Okay, so you got to put one of these little pods in it. See that little pod right there? Okay, inside that pod is e-liquid, but not e-liquid like we're used to. This is called e-liquid salts. Okay, I was just reading up on this. PAX owns the patent on something called e-liquid salts, and what they are is a different style of e-liquid that's supposed to be a lot closer to what smokers are used to. And just reading on it briefly, they own the patent on it. And basically, inside this little cartridge is 50 milligrams of nicotine. Okay, and there's a fine little teeny head in there, and a gold mechanism. And then when you connect the two, it works. There's a little light there. Now, when I tap the light twice, the hit is twice. Boom, boom. It should show a green light, which means that's how much power is left. Green means it's full. Now, how does it taste? Well, if you're a cigarette smoker, it tastes like a cigarette. How does it work? It works really well. I have to give them this. It works well. I've been vaping on like these disposables now when I like to go out and do things. I've been using this all day. It works very well. So you don't get massive clouds or anything, but it's kind of like in between. It's kind of like what a Cardo used to be like. Okay, so you basically, it's an auto. You just it just works well for such a little thin device. And if you're looking for something that again is for somebody who is craving a cigarette, this is fantastic. However, you're locked into the pods, which you get 5 for $15, and this little fucker costs $49. Okay, this little whole kit costs $49. You get this, you get the charger, and you get 4 pods. It's $50. Okay. Now, if this can get somebody to stop smoking, it's worth every penny. Okay, it's worth every penny.
Now, Three Dogs in chat wanting to know, does it hurt to say that it's not horrible, Joe?
What do you mean?
Well, you were kind of prepared to discount all the closed systems and all the stuff like this as sucking, and you've had to sort of grudgingly accept that it doesn't suck. Does that hurt you to admit?
No, because the idea of a closed system sucks, period. End of story. Okay? The idea of a closed system sucks because a vapor can't go outside of that. Okay? Once you buy this, you're into it. That's all you can use. That's it, unless you just want to throw it away and start something new. For $50, you can get something really awesome. Blah 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 blah. However, it has its purpose, but the industry wants to make shit like this the standard. They want to make this shit the only thing available. Okay, and that is what I'm having a problem with. Okay, if this was the only thing available, a lot of people would stop vaping, because it's not what they're used to. Again, this is a cigarette experience. This is a vaping experience. And I think we need to start learning the difference between the two. There's a cigarette experience and a vaping experience. Now, this has nothing to do with quitting smoking. Has nothing to do with cigarettes at all at this point. Okay? It is now just about looking at clouds and tasting donuts and, eating and vaping ice cream.
I gotta respectfully disagree with you there. I think if you're cloud blowing and crazy high-powered mods, chunky as they may be, keep you from turning back to that cigarette, that's just as effective as anything else.
No. I agree in the sense that it's keeping off smoking, but I'm saying a cigarette experience versus a vaping experience. Okay, this is not a cigarette experience. They both provide nicotine that stop you from smoking, but one will give you a cigarette experience and one will not. This is not an experience, and this is. It's kind of like driving a Volvo. I mean, driving an old school Yugo car or a Ferrari. They're both cars. They'll both get you to where you want to go, but they are completely two different things. And that's the difference between this and this. So, closed systems, I like them a cunt hair more. I think they have their place, but I would like them to be alongside of every other disposable out there. I like them to be alongside of, things like this, and that's it, and not make this some sort of standard in the industry. Well, when we watch all our mods and tanks and everything go away, and we're stuck with this. And I've tried. Tiger's tried their menthol, which you thought was.
It was very, very mentholy. I took a very ginger little puff, and it was very strong. So if you really like your menthol, that's going to really hit the spot. I will say their creme brulee, I didn't even have it fully inhaled, and I was sputtering, coughing. That flavor is not going to work for me. And Joe, I got to be really honest, the tobacco that you've been smoking smells like urine.
That's what she says, but it tastes great. So
it smells like 3-day marinated, urine-soaked drunk bum. It really does. Now, it may taste great and be very satisfying to you, but that is not a second-hand enjoyer. Well, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah. So basically, it's not as bad as Shamrock.
Come on now. Come on now.
It's not as bad as Shamrock. Then,
not even. Do not. I will vape the Shamrock bomb for the rest of the show if you don't pipe down.
All right. So anyway, Lonnie uses these on airplanes. Lonnie was telling me he likes to take them out. I took this out today. We went to the Christmas tree store. Went to a few other places. It is cool to just kind of shove something small like this in your pocket and get, because you have to remember there's 50 milligrams of nicotine in here. Now, you're not vaping 50 milligrams. I vaped 3, okay? I definitely got a nick buzz when I first started vaping it. I definitely noticed massive throat hit when I got it. So this is why I'm saying for a new smoker, these are probably really good for them just to try. But just to knock around with, again, just like I like knocking around with these little guys, I think it's way better than carrying around huge mods. Out. Leads me into... You're offline. Internet's working, I think. No, we're still offline.
Yeah, I just re-kicked the broadcast. All right. It looks like we're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was like a little hiccup in the internet. Our call dropped, and then the broadcast dropped, and there we go. I think we're back. Yes,
yeah, just reload. Okay. So as I was saying, these are great to knock around with. I may even order some more pods just to have this to knock around with. Like I said, you get 4 or 5 pods for $15, and it'll last me a long while because I'm not going to be the only thing that's going to be vaping. But I don't like carrying big mods with me. But this brings us into our next piece of vape mail, which Tiger could talk about because she got the same thing I got today.
Well, I was actually going to lead with something else. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right. I was going to talk a little bit about these. Now, you've mentioned them before, but I, on your recommendation, got a bunch of these myself. Talking again about the disposables, great device to put in a smoker's hands. And, you know, like I've always experimented with little disposables. I've always had a few on hand from China or wherever I could pick them up, here and there and everywhere. But Joe is right. These little Enjoy Dailies, as disposables go, as a device you'll use for the day and toss, or for me, if, you know, few days, maybe the better part of a week, because I just grab it here and there. These are the bomb. They really are. And I grabbed the menthol for me, the tobacco flavor for him, and they're really great. Moby's asking, didn't Enjoy file for bankruptcy? Yes. I understand there's two kinds of bankruptcy. One is kind of a reorganization, and one is you just shut your doors and your creditors are screwed. Theirs is the reorganization, if I'm understanding that correctly. Joe can probably speak more to that, knows the laws here in the States better than I do. But they are still doing business on the website. You will find most of the flavors, I'll be frank, in these are out of stock. But if you like just a straight normal tobacco flavor or the menthol, you're still in luck. So don't be afraid to grab a few of them if you get on over there. If you do, it's Enjoy, NJOY.com. Use the code, if it's your first order with them, use the code WELCOME40. That's WELCOME40. You will save 40% on your order. You're welcome. So
Right.
yeah, these are good.
And I've used that code quite a few times by just using different email addresses. I'm not lying. I bought a 5-pack, then I bought a 20-pack. I like I said, I love these. I go through one of these a day. Okay.
Now, D. Millen's asking, do they give throat hit? D. Millen, enough for my satisfaction, yes. Not major, not huge, but yes, definitely.
Yeah, they're 45 milligram. Again, I would say it's close to maybe like 12 milligram in terms of actual like hitting your lungs of coming from a 3 milligram vapor. But like I said, you know, they're good after dinner. They're good like when you're watching a movie. You know, when you're out. You know, like I said, you're not carrying this big mod with a tank.
They're good at Costco. Stuff like
good
that.
At Costco.
Yeah. You can be kind of stealthy with something like this.
Right, and you know, I think what happened is we've gotten such powerful mods with such powerful tanks and crazy clouds. I wanted to kind of see what the new vapor gets these days. You know, like when you just first start and go to a liquor store and go, I want to quit smoking today. Let me try that thing, whatever that thing is called. And that's how I found the Enjoy Daily. And then I got a Fuse, which was I don't like them very much. I just wanted to see what the, you know, just kind of my own personal investigation. Let's just see what the new vapors deal with these days. I have to tell you, if you remember the Enjoy Kings, they sucked compared to what these are like. These are way better.
And we've got Eva out there saying she liked those. So I've got to say, having tried both, if you like the Kings, I think these dailies they've came out with are better. But
way better.
My opinion.
And they definitely last a day. Like I'll get up in the morning. See, in the morning I don't want a massive cloud in my face. I'll be honest with you. My original thing was always coffee and cigarettes in the morning, right? So I would not vape, until I got this stuff for about an hour, and till I actually woke up, because to vape and have a massive cloud the moment I opened my eyes, it didn't feel right for me. So I just wouldn't vape until I got these, and now this little guy, and these will be perfect for me in the morning to have with coffee, because I'm not getting all over the place as soon as I wake up. Anyway, so I think what's happening is we've gotten so far away from a cigarette replacement to more of just, now a lot of people are vaping, they're not even vaping nicotine anymore, where it's just more of it's more of a hobby than it, because we've kicked the habit, we're done. Now it's more of a hobby, and we're just going crazier and crazier and crazier, and I'm just kind of going backwards. I want to see what the hell is going on. Revisit old things, revisit old CE4s and revisit, an Ego T, probably get extremely frustrated. But I think it's a new, just a little something. I guess I'm the only one doing it, but it's just something I'm doing. Which now we could get into. A new mod that me and Tiger picked up. I picked up the deal on, I believe it was Vapor DNA, and I got Tiger one as a little gift, and I got myself one. So I'll let Tiger talk about this.
Well, they arrived today, unpacked it this afternoon, set it all up. Of course, you already know how impressed I am with the TFV8 Baby Beast, and that's part of the kit with this. That comes bundled and all color matched, which I appreciate. So that is all kinds of win. The mod itself, I've been very impressed with. Been using it solid for the last few hours, and I'm impressed first of all with the size. I remember when we first started getting 2 battery mods, they were chunkier. The Alien is actually feels and seems small for being a 2 battery mod to me. It's
Tiger.
Yeah.
What mod is it?
It's the Alien.
Oh, you didn't say what mod it was.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, they'll back me on that. I said the Alien and blah blah blah. So the smoke Alien. Okay, so there it is. If it focuses, there we go. Alien, 220 watts in there, and so it's not a whole lot bigger than it needs to be to house the 2 batteries. It's just a little taller. So it's very how would you say, compactly built and put together. They've, as you can see from the footprint, they've rounded off the corners, so it's really comfortable in your hand. And I like that firing switch. I got used to it first of all on the Smoke X Cube 2, where basically that whole side piece here is your firing button. So Joe's saying, oh, well, when I use mine, I use it like a button. I just push it with my thumb. Me, I just palm the whole thing and squeeze when I want to vape. And I found it very, very comfortable, very, very convenient. Ours came out of the box is a little different. His was set up just the way it is as he's using it. For whatever reason, mine came packed that it had an auto lock feature on. So I actually had to open the manual, slight inconvenience, to discover how to disable that if I didn't vape it often enough, it was shutting off automatically, which in some cases could be a very, very useful feature. I wanted that off, so I shut that off. As you can see, I'll fire that up, and we're going to try and get that to focus for you guys. The screen is stellar. Just gorgeous. Lots of information on there. Gives me both my battery levels individually, all the usual information you're accustomed to, and just in a really, really, really crisp layout. Just really, really nice. I'm very impressed with that. And another nice thing, if you want to charge using the USB is right conveniently located right in the screen, right on the side. None of this nonsense. Some of them, do have them in the bottom. I hate that. I hate having to lay the system down to charge it. This one, there's no such issue. In terms of the batteries, how they come in and out, the bottom has a neat little door. It kind of slides and then opens as such. And you just close it up, slide it back into place. Really secure, nice. You're not going to drop that piece because it's just hinged. Overall, for the last few hours of using it, I would have to say the Alien is a win. I like it. I like it very much. What do you think?
That screen is like an instrument control panel for an airplane. There is so much information on this fucking screen. I mean, it tells you volts, ohms, amps, what mode you're in, your I believe your chips, the chip that actually powers it, its temperature. It's got a puff counter. It tells you your watts, and it tells you independently how much battery strength each battery inside the mod has, and it will tell you if you're pregnant. So this thing, no, I'm kidding. This thing just has so much information. Now everybody's been looking for these. Now I was lucky enough to get it with the kit. Now the kit comes with the Baby Beast with a matching Baby Beast. What does that mean? Well, the Baby Beast's O-rings match the color of the mod. So I got the Pimp Gold, so I'm gonna have gold O-rings. Tiger got red, you got red O-rings, vice versa, what have you. Now, I'm using a regular Baby Beast. I'm not using the one that came with it, because I just didn't need to. However, you can get an alien, okay? You can. It's just you're going to probably have to either get just the alien without the Baby Beast, or you're going to go to China. I mean, you can get it. It's there. It's available.
Now, LLV wants to know how much the tank holds. The Baby Beast, the TFV8 Baby Beast holds 3 mils. So yes, you do fill it a little more often than the larger TFV4, TFV8 iterations, but I found it lasts a reasonable amount of time for me, even using it heavily. I filled it up. We went out on some errands, and I still had a good bit of tank when I got back. We were gone a few hours, and I'd been vaping it pretty regularly. So, don't go all day expecting a tank to last you. Take your juice with you, but 3 mils is reasonable. Especially for it being so nice and compact. I mean, that's it next to a regular size TFV4, so you can see it's a lot more compact, a lot more convenient.
Well, let me just see real fast. Give me 1 second. Where are we here? If you want just, give me a second. I know.
While you do that, I'm going to offer an answer to a question. You can add yours opinion as well. And Rustica wants to know what's the best 26650 mod out there for the money. I think for the money right now, if you can still get your hands on one of the Vapor Flask Stouts, that's going to be a very, very good experience for you. 26650 Vapor Flask quality, and right now I think you can get them for, am I correct, Joe, just under $40?
In that area,
Yeah.
and also you can get the, if you can find a deal, the DNA 75 watt e-cig, which we're having a problem with right now. But they're actually built really nicely. Here is a link to the Alien if you want it. They have it in gunmetal, red, and gold. Now, use coupon code, I believe it's the number 10 and then % off will get you 10% off, okay? Let me see if they're, oh, don't even tell me. Oh, they're all, I hate this with a passion. When you go to the site, it doesn't say out of stock, okay? Then when you click the color, it tells you it's out of stock. All right, sorry, guys.
Bummer.
I hate that with a fucking passion. Let's see here. I'm going to fucking find you guys an alien. Because they are worth it. They are very, very, very wonderful. Now, I know, like, Fast Tech and Gear Best has them. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Going to the cart. My cart is empty. Why? Well, somebody said they saw it somewhere for $49. Who has it for $49? Oh, on
Looks
Fast
like,
Tech.
yeah, Fast Tech for the mod only.
Yeah, but let's... Alien. I'm going to type alien and I'm going to get 1,000 things.
Yeah.
Fucking alien masks and...
More likely than not.
Okay, no, here we go. We got it. Yeah, they do have them. Okay, so you can go to Fast Tech, just type in the word alien, and you'll get them for $49.65. Okay, and so if you don't mind waiting, and you're about $10 cheaper than everybody else, you can get them all different colors. They also have the kit that comes with the Baby Beast, and it is $65. That's expensive. Don't buy that. Wait, what? No, and they have another one for $58.
Yeah, I'm confused about that. I just noticed the difference as well there, too. They're saying they're both authentic.
Oh, they even have one in in silver.
The silver's pretty. Let's share.
But you can only get the silver one in the kit form.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's summarize. Kit, $58.98. Just the mod, $49.65.
Mm-hmm.
Get the kit because you're getting the Baby Beast for less than $10.
Yeah, exactly. And it is so worth it. I'm really enjoying that atomizer. So I would definitely recommend the kit at that price point as well.
Right. So, if you're going to piss and moan about $10, I don't know, not even $10. So there's your alien. And in fact, I'm putting this on my blog tomorrow. We're going to do it that way. Cool. Somebody found a deal for me to put on my blog tomorrow. I have to bookmark this. Give me a second.
Now, the questions in the room. What tank would we suggest for the COV, the mini volt? Now, I want something, of course, small as well. And I want to suggest the one that comes with the Nugget or came with the first Nugget kits, and that's the 49er tank. But they can be a little harder to get your hands on. They're out there. They're out there, and the
Cleato works good too.
That's another good option. What I think you want to beware of, and this is the only reason I'm not recommending the Baby Beast, is, of course, the mini volt. I think you're limited to 40 volts. Honestly, 40 volts. Can you imagine? 40 watts, forgive me. And 40 watts is not going to do the mini beast, the Baby Beast justice, to be honest, in my opinion. So you're going to want to look for something that's going to perform better at the more moderate wattages. So yeah, Cleato would be a good choice, and not too chunky or large of a tank. The 49er, a personal favorite of mine. What's I can't remember the name of it. Is it the Legend from I'm just drawing blanks all over the place tonight. I can picture the logo and I can't say the name of the place. Help me out, Joe. Really good Mod Envy sponsor. Yeah, the Legend tank.
Would it be the one that comes with in this kit?
Who is that sponsor?
Is that the Omega tank?
It's not the Omega, but that's. Please help me out. Who are they? Lotus. Thank you. That's what I needed. Lotus. And they do the Legend tank. That one might not be a bad choice either, because I think that's going to perform nicely at 40 watts, and it's not too big and chunky. So that's another option. We can
get even a tank or sub-tank nano works great.
Yeah.
So we're doing an unboxing right here as we speak. I'm just pulling the plastic off. I got the Nugget version 2. I got this from Festech. And you know how you know? Always look for that. See that on there? This right here? If anybody from your vape store has these kind of tags on their stuff, they bought it from Festech. Little secret.
Sometimes they're white, sometimes they're green.
Yep. Now this is the Nugget version 2. Let's open her up here. Oh, it's one of these slidey thingies. Okay, so what do we get here? I get a certificate. Quality check and date has not been filled out.
Ooh, impressive.
All right, instruction manual. No, I'm sorry, that's the warranty. This is the instruction manual, and then inside is the Nugget and the charge cable. So let's see if there's a difference here. I have the Nugget version 1 right here, so let's see the difference. Wow, noticeably heavier. Tiger, can you tell me if you find this to be noticeably heavier? Well, it's noticeably bigger. Let me take it out of the packaging. We're doing an unboxing live here on Mod Envy.
On what?
I mean, DoneDeal.
Okay, so I'm not the only dopey one tonight. I feel better now.
It is noticeably bigger. I don't know if you can notice that, but it is definitely bigger.
Yeah.
But feel the weight difference. Here's the other one. Here's the first one, honey.
Okay. Got it.
And
Yeah, that's
now
familiar to me. Very solid, but very small. And well,
you notice
I
the
would
weight
say
difference?
yeah, there is a weight difference, but it's totally in respect to the size difference. I would say a little denser. Give you an idea. He showed you the height difference. There's a difference in the footprint. The bigger one, of course, being the Nugget 2. The smaller, the original Nugget. So a little chunkier, just sort of all the way around, just a smidgen chunkier. It's a tiny bit thicker, a tiny bit wider, and a tiny bit higher. So all the way around, just a little bigger. Other than that, very familiar look to it. There you go. Reference. And of course the controls, very familiar, very much the same, but just a little bigger. Here, I'll hand them back to you.
Okay. I can still palm both in my hand. Okay, so...
yeah, well.
Okay, so let's look here. Okay, Nugget. All right, this one goes to 50 watts, and I believe this one... Oh, they both go to 50 watts. Okay, so they both go to 50 watts. I think this one simply does... has better mAh.
Yeah, higher mAh value, yeah.
A higher mAh value. And there's something else. I forget what it is. And the buttons are exactly the same. I would definitely say though, and Tiger, if I'm wrong, the screen is brighter on the old one.
Oh,
Would you not agree?
interesting. Let's have a look. See. And yes, I would agree. Now let's just see here. Okay, let's see if I can get the camera to pick that up. The trying to take the glare out. There we go. Oh, the one that just went out. Ah, of course it did. Let's make it go again. There we go. So that dimmer one that I just turned back on, the larger one, is the new one. And yeah, the screen is definitely dimmer. What you're seeing on screen is actually reflective of what we're seeing here. It's not a trick of the lights or the camera.
So cute.
So, all right.
Hand it over.
Come closer.
You know what I'm going to do?
My arm's not as long as yours.
Since I got it, you know what I'm going to do?
I don't know. What
Since
are
I
you
got the
gonna do?
new one, I'm going to give away my old one on the show.
Oh wow!
I'm going to give away my old Nugget. Now it's not charged.
Yeah,
But
we
I'm gonna
can
give away-
we can fix that.
We'll charge it up for you, and I'll throw it in the Nugget 2 box, so it'll be easy to ship. We'll do it sometime during the show. I'll give it away. I'll even
Cool.
include a Vaping Underground bumper sticker. But remember, the old one has been used. Okay,
Yes.
This is not
It
a brand
is-
new mod.
Think of it as being lightly test driven.
Yes, it's a VaporJoe hand-me-down. I'll have Tiger lick it for you.
Oh well, I don't know about that.
Anyway, I'm even going to put it in back. I'm going to put it in the plastic the old one came in.
Oh well,
And
hang on.
then-
Pass it over. We'll charge it before you package it all up.
Well, they can charge you when they get home. Yeah, okay,
Oh well, at least give it a partial charge, so out of the box they can use it.
Okay, all right. Here, have that out.
There we go. All right.
So now that I got my,
It's not like I don't have enough USB cables laying around.
I know. Holy shit. This girl keeps every USB cable known to mankind. You know, every USB cable you get with mods, she keeps every one of them. She must have, like 100.
Well, they come in handy. You just never know when you'll need one. And then when I need to give somebody one, I always have one. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got the Jewel, we got the Nugget 2, we got the 2 sexy aliens, the 2 baby beasts. I don't know if I talked about this, but we did get some baby beast heads from a deal last week. And Tiger, can you finally talk about certain juices?
I feel like right now I can. I've been vaping it for a few hours. This is a new one that I've been wanting to try, and I was lucky enough to obtain some of it. This is a new recipe. Now I'm not sure if it's already on site, but it's something that comes from Caveman Swagger Juice, and it's a she's named it Cafe. This is Obsolete's own recipe. She was just dissatisfied with the coffee vapes that were out there, and I have to agree with her assessment that many of them come across tasting like 3-day-old trucker coffee with a touch of ass. And this one she designed it to be a simple, light, no nonsense, coffee flavored coffee, little bit of cream. I sense just a touch of sweet in there, like not overly sweet. This is not all like syrupy, but just a nice, no nonsense coffee. What I can tell you about it, I've been vaping it since I set up the Alien, so I've been through about a tank and a half of it already, and that's exactly what it is. There's nothing really over the top special going on here. There's no special flavor notes. It's just, if you're looking for a coffee vape that tastes like coffee and is hard to get tired of, I think she's nailed it. It's simple, and I'm not tired of it. So, because a lot of coffee vapes, even some of the ones I like, it's kind of like after a little while you want to put it down. It's kind of, okay, that's enough of that. I haven't got there yet with this. So, Obsolete, first impressions? Good girl. You've got a nice solid coffee vape. I can see really enjoying this in the morning when I first get up with my cup of Java. So it's a win.
It's a win-win. Now, believe it or not, my favorite coffee vape, well, I had two, but I can't get one anymore. Decang, believe it or not, makes amazing coffee. It's so hard, like I said, it's so hard to find coffee-flavored coffee, and they really do make one. And I believe a long time ago, Swagger made a coffee, but it was a different type of coffee, and that was a good coffee. But I don't think he makes that anymore.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. That was one of the ones I didn't mind too, but that one, I will confess, I needed to switch off a little bit. It's not like something I could just vape all day, where if I forgot what I was doing, didn't take any of my typical favorites with me and only had this with me, I could vape this all day. It'd be great.
Okay, awesome sauce. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think that is it with Vape Mail. We can get to some deals. Now, remember, we're coming off Columbus Day, so a lot of deals again, like Labor Day, aren't still going.
It's tough to do this show in the wake of good sales, yeah. Sold out. Oh, sales like over.
The worst one to do is the Wednesday after Cyber Monday. That is the worst one, because everybody is broke, and there's like not a sale anywhere, because every vape shop and online store wants to recoup the money they just lost. So there's just no sales anywhere. It's like a desert for 2 weeks. Okay, so let's talk about some deals. I'm not going to be going in any order here, excuse me, but I do have to make sure they still work. Okay, so I have a great deal on an 80-watt box mod coming in from e-cig.com. It's called the Clapper GT. It is 80 watts. Let me just get it in the room real fast. Just throw it right here. There's the link. This takes you to e-cig.com. Now, the Clapper GT is an 80-watt box mod, uses a single 18650. It's temperature control, variable. I can't even believe it's variable voltage, variable wattage. Who's using volts anymore? I don't know. But it's variable voltage, variable wattage, temperature control. It can go down to 0.1 ohms, okay? And it's just a basic 80-watt box mod, but it's $19, really cheap. It's also $19 in America. Now, use coupon code I love you or VJC and you'll get it for $19. If you can't use those coupon codes, I'm sorry, they're one-time use. You're going to pay $20. Okay, so you're gonna lose $1. Get over it. Okay.
That's a
Now,
great buy for somebody who, doesn't have a lot of stuff on their desk and just wants to add something so that if nothing else, they can be running another atomizer with a different flavor to switch to. $20 for an 80-watt mod. I've used one of these. They're very simple. There's nothing really special going on, but they work, and that'll drive pretty much most of the really aggressive atomizers out there now, unless you're a really, really aggressive rebuilder. But no, that's a great buy for them.
Empower the baby beast.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So seriously, think about this. For $19, you can pick this up. Then you go over to e-cig and pick up a baby beast for like $17. Okay, so you'll have a complete baby beast setup for like $34.
$36.
Yeah, $36.
That's great. That is great.
Now I run my baby beast. Now, I just want to show you this. Okay, I have a fan on, but that's quite a bit of vapor. That's 45 watts on the Alien. Now I'm sorry, I believe the Alien's overpowered. 45 watts on the Alien is like 55 watts on another mod. I don't know why, but I ran this at 70 watts and I thought I was burn my baby beast.
I honestly think that it's that some of the other ones are not what they say they are. That's just my impression, and I'm
or maybe
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think I'm getting what I expect from it. But I started low because the baby beast, of course, it was a brand new head. I like to break them in gently and slowly. I just took this up to 60 watts now with the baby beast, and
I'm using my patented Vapor DNA Gorilla bottle I get for free every time I order from them. They don't do free e-juice anymore because they can't, but they give you a free Gorilla bottle. So I'm vaping freckled lemonade in the baby beast right now, which is like a slight hinted strawberry lemonade. It is so good, but you can't buy it anymore. They stopped making it from Mount Baker Vapor. Luckily, I bought a 250 mil. Anyway, so Clapper GT 80-watt box mod, $19, shipped from America, and you really can't go wrong. I mean, listen, everybody loves mods. Everybody loves vape mail. Everybody loves to have a new mod, even if it's slightly older. This is probably a year old, this mod, roughly, in that area. Oh, I'm sorry. This uses two 18650s. My bad. I thought it used one. This uses two. Depending on how many batteries you use, tells you accuracy. Two 18650s will definitely get you to 80 watts, without a doubt. So I think what they're using it is more for the mod value than the actual power, but it doesn't matter. It's a really nice mod for $19, and if you don't buy it, you're dumb. You're just dumb. I'm just calling you dumb now.
Now, Square of Primes is asking, so it's not the same wattage of apples to another mod? No, Square of Primes, it's not. To be really, really honest, some, say things they don't quite deliver. Different boards handle the whole power algorithms and everything differently. It is not apples to apples. 40 watts, one mod to another can give you a different vape. For me, I care very little about the numbers. I just keep adjusting it until I'm happy with the vape, and that's what I vape that mod at. It just doesn't matter to me really what it says, as long as it's a safe board. That's all I'm concerned with. If it's a safe board, if it's regulated, if it's got the proper safety checks built in, and if I'm using decent quality batteries that I trust, I'll just keep adjusting until I get what I want.
Yes, I'm a taste guy, not a numbers guy, basically. For those of you who want to know, it's kind of a ritual these days. I am drinking Frosty's ginger beer. Picked this up at the Christmas tree store. If you guys like ginger beer, like really spicy ginger beer, this is good stuff. Really, really spicy. Okay, anyway. Just had to throw that out there. I was drinking something weird. So anyway, $19. Buy it. Great deal. Now, let's see. Now, I just put this deal up, okay? And I'm going to tell you, Condi gave me this deal. Condi shot this over to me. And he's like, "Did you see these?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I checked them out. These are cool, man." I'm gonna just throw the link in the room real fast. These are nylon holders for batteries. They're coming out of eBay. They're $5.95. The free shipping, and basically they hold 418 650s with Velcro, and then you can choose whether you want a little belt buckle, like a slide for your belt buckle for your belt, or a clip. You have to put it in the PayPal payment. Tell them which one you want. And for $6, I think they're great. I bought 2 of them. I bought one for me, and I bought one for Tiger. And Tiger's gonna be like, "What am I gonna do with this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They're good. You're gonna need one."
He does that a lot. He does that a lot.
But what do you think?
Actually, that is kind of cool. Let me get the pictures up for them. I was answering questions in chat, so let me get this. That is kind of actually neat, and I like how it holds them all separately in their own little house in the pack there. Let's make that a little bigger. Whoop, there you go.
We could play those little piggies went to the market with them.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that. I do.
Okay, and for the price, it's cheap.
And
it's
and that belt clip on the back.
Yes, you can either get the clip or you can get the
hook
clip that goes across into your belt.
Here, let me show that picture too. I think I can get them both on screen.
Either way, I think they're cool. I think a great way to protect your batteries. Great for when you're on the go, if you're going to vape meets, or what have you. It's just a cheap. Again, everyone loves vape mail. It's just something you can or just buy knowing you're having vape mail coming. And again, it's from eBay. It ships free. It's $6. Buy it.
I think unless you really don't want the extra metal on there, I would go for this one with the belt clip, because you've got the hook at the top either way, you know, so you can always hook it on something like you can that one, but this way you have the option of the belt clip. That's cute. I like it.
Yeah, well, the belt. Somebody just said with the clip though, I could put it on my visor.
Oh.
So if you need batteries for the on the visor of the Hummer.
Oh.
Good idea, sir. Good idea.
Somebody's thinking. There you go.
Yeah, so again, $5.95 shipped out the door. This guy sold 1,000 of these already. 1,000. No, I'm sorry, 1,082 since I put them up. So there were 1,082 sold already. Okay. So they're great. Like I said, actually they're cheaper. They're $5.75. I gotta update my deal.
Oh, save 20 cents.
They're a quarter cheaper. Oh yeah, 20 cents cheaper.
No, and actually, Eva's got a great point there. I think we were talking just while you're traveling. She says, I wouldn't leave batteries in your car. Yeah, that's an excellent point, Eva. Certainly you don't want them getting too warm anywhere. That could end badly. But just for while you're...
Ain't getting warm anytime in Jersey right now.
Well, no, you're probably safe. But, you know, surprisingly, even with the more moderate temperatures, the car gets hotter. So that is something to think about, and good caution there.
Okay, whatever. But they're $5.05 free shipping. Come from Utah. All right. All right. So that's that. That's just something a little neat. Okay, so let's find a battery deal that's going to fill them. No, I do have a great battery deal. He sold out. I crushed this dude. What I mean, crush this guy? I fucking crushed this guy. Here we go. This is another deal from eBay, and this is for LG HE4 18650s. These are 35 amp. I believe they're 2500 mAh. They're all yellow, and they come with a cool yellow holder. Okay, so you get the 4 batteries, you get the cool yellow holder, and it's free shipping, and it ships from America, and it's $16.99. Okay, so basically you're getting them for like $4 and change a battery. You want to talk about cheap? Plus the holder. The holder itself costs $1 and change. So technically, you're getting the batteries for under $4, like 3 and change.
Right on. Nice deal.
So you could buy the case, and then the case, the nylon case, and then you could buy these, and you could fill your nylon case with these new fresh batteries. There's something nice and wonderful about getting fresh batteries. I don't know what it is. Is it a vapor thing? Is it a geek thing? I don't know.
Yes and yes.
I love fresh batteries. Something, like, I don't know. Fucking battery fetish. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it is a good deal for the batteries. Like I said, I crushed this dude. He sold out, and they went, oh shit, I gotta put up some more. And he replenished his auction. So get to him. And let's just see how many of these I sold for him. And I'm going to tell you, I know I sold them all, because before I put this up on the 10th, and you can see he sold like 1 or 2 a day. Then all of a sudden, as soon as the 10th rolled around, the 11th, it just went like all these sales. All right, so vapors know a good battery deal when they see one.
Yeah.
This is just a fantastic deal. Oh, did he raise the price, the prick? He raised the price by 50 cents.
Oh.
Oh,
well, 50 cents. That's not a deal breaker.
Oh man, it makes my blog look stupid though. It does. I have a case on there now that's 20 cents cheaper. I'm like, now the guy raised this thing by 50 cents. This is the problem with running a blog.
Well, the problem with eBay is so volatile that way. Yeah.
I know there are people out there that are going to go, it said $16.99, it's now $17.49, I'm not buying it. That's happening. I just don't, I had exactly $16.99 in my PayPal. I can't afford them now. I don't know, but it's a great deal for our batteries. Get them. I picked up a pack. Okay, let's see what else is out there. All right, let's talk about you, Nick Hoarders. Nick Hoarders.
All right.
Now, a lot of people have been hoarding Nick Base and all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, My Freedom Smokes, which is having a coupon code, 50% off everything. I'm going to pick out some of the better deals over the next few days and put them on. I really do hate just putting up 50% off everything and then a sticker and a link, because that's really not what VaporJoe's is about. VaporJoe's is really about finding a product that's cheap. So what I found was Nick Base. Their Nick Base is now, with this 50% off coupon, is cheap. Right now you can get a liter of 100 milligram Nick Base for $42.50, or a jug. Let me just put the link in the room. Give me a second. There we go. You get the massive jug that they show you there, which is a 2-liter jug. Basically double the price, $85. Now, if you buy the 2-liter, I believe the shipping is free. I believe if you buy a liter, they're shipping. But the coupon works on everything in the store. Okay, so if you're into DIY and you're going to pick up some Nick Base, check out their flavorings, check out the bottles, they have all kinds of lab equipment, beakers, they got all kinds of shit that people use. And they even got the little, whatever, fumigating things people wear, and the garments and all that shit. They have everything.
Nice.
So
goodbye.
Right, and I think people want to hoard. That's fine. 2 liters of 100 milligram Nick Base is going to last somebody a very long time. Now, don't forget, if you don't feel like handling 100 milligram Nick Base, which can be dangerous, they do sell 24 milligram Nick Base, 48 milligram Nick Base, and it's cheaper.
Right.
Okay. So you'll get.
So it's already cut for you. For those of you that would usually just get it and cut it to make it a little less stressful to work with, that it's already cut for you in that respect, and on a good sale.
Right, and you can also customize your PG-VG ratios. So you could get a max VG, a max PG, and two different in the middle. So go for it, check it out.
Nice.
Like I said, you hoarders out there, rejoice. Or if you're a DIY or a small juice vendor, I think this would be a great deal for you. Okay. Let's see what else is out there.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, now this price, again, it's gonna make my blog look stupid. This price is actually cheaper now because they put out a new coupon code.
Oh.
Same company, My Freedom Smokes. Now this is for new vapors or somebody who wants a portable setup. This is the Kanger Top mod kit. Okay, $9.54. It's gonna be cheaper now. It's gonna be actually 5% cheaper than that price because we use the coupon code 15 off everything instead of Vapor. Actually, it's gonna be 2% cheaper because VaporJoe 13 is 13% off, but they have that 15% off coupon. Anyway, so this kit comes with the tank, the battery, the whole kit caboodle for $9 and change.
Nice. That's nice to have on hand as a gift, or when somebody in your circles finally feels they're ready to make the jump. That's a nice little starter kit.
Right, now this is not an old EVOD kit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is not one of those older EVOD kits. This is something new that Kager came out with. Excuse me. And the batteries are 650 mAh. They take VOCC heads, which are basically Japanese cotton. The ohms are high on these. I think they're 1.5 ohms. They're not going to sub-ohm. You're not going to sub-ohm with this. At least I don't think you are. I don't know if they make heads for that low. But again, it's $9. See, this disposable costs $5.99. That kit costs less than like it's like less than double the price for that kit. Mm-hmm. Okay, $5.99, $9 and change. Okay, so it's good. If somebody's going to make that jump from this, that's a good jump. Or if you're looking for something light, something to keep with you when you're going out, mm-hmm. Try something new. Do what I do. What are the new vapors vaping? As a gift, somebody's smoking. Buy 4 of them. Hand them out at church or something. You don't know, which is whatever.
Right on.
Stop somebody from smoking. And now it's cheap, but I wouldn't buy 10 of these to give away on Mod Envy because I'd get shot. Because people on Mod Envy,
That's going to be the kind of thing that our viewers would re-gift to someone in
right.
need, to someone looking to make the switch.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's a great little buy, and it's from My Freedom Smokes. So check it out, and it's a great little setup.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now Tiger, I want your opinion on this.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. What are we looking at next?
Okay, now I have 2 locations on this. Let me just check it out for a second.
All right.
Okay, one is in stock in America, okay, and one is in China that is $10 cheaper, okay? $10 cheaper in China, and it could be a pre-order. Let me see, hold on. It's a 5-day, all right, it ships in 5 days. So wait 5 days and save $10, and then wait, for the slow boat from China and save $10, or get it now in America for $10 more. So either way, but I want your opinion on this mod. So I'm going to pimp the American deal first.
Okay.
Give me a second. Here, copy. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, and this will also have free shipping from America.
Okay, well that's a bonus. That's a bonus.
So here is the now because I know you like Vaporessa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been very impressed
This
with
is.
their Target. So let's
I
get a
wanted your
picture of
opinion on
this
what you
up.
think. What do you think of this guy?
I think they're interesting. I'm just going to get the screen cap up so everyone can enjoy this, and then we'll talk about it. Now, in terms of the pricing, that comes down to where you're going to get it from, and are you going to pay $10 more or save the $10? That totally comes down to what kind of consumer you are. If you're a now person, definitely pay the extra $10, and you're going to get free shipping even in America. That's awesome. And you'll have it in your hot little hands that much sooner. Me, I am so zen patient, and I'm all about a deal. So I'll save the $10 and I'll wait. But you've got to know which kind of consumer you are, and it depends. Sometimes you're willing to wait for certain things and not others. Now, I'm very, very intrigued.
I just want to let everybody know. I also just put the link in the room to the China deal, which is $10 cheaper.
Okay, so now they've got both of the sources. I'm very intrigued with the shape of this, how they brought up the corners and the top corners down in almost like a rocker kind of shape. But I do like the styling, I will say that. And I like the options. You've got the sleek carbon fiber and stainless steel, really, really, really smart finished look. Very, very rich finished look in that darker sort of gunmetal with the marble. And then they've got a sporty option as well with the black and yellow. They're interesting. They're interesting.
Right, yeah, because you're a big Vaporessa fan. You love their mods.
Like I say, I only have the Target to go on, but they were definitely, pardon the pun, on target when they built this. So I'm willing to give them, all the benefit of the doubt on anything new they're bringing out. Now this one goes up to 160 watts. Got temperature control in there as well. Pretty much most things these days do, but
yeah, yeah. Everything's got temperature control these days, usually. Shocking if it doesn't. Usually, the things that don't have the temperature control is like the smoke vape pen. I think it's the vape 22 or whatever the hell it's called. It's like a hybrid system or whatever. Those aren't going to have temperature control, but yeah. I think mod these days are going to have it. So I still think it's a fad.
Well, it's just...
I've been saying it's a fad for a year now.
Yeah, well, the thing with me is I read right through that. When I see it, I like that it's there because I know there are people who are real fans of that technology, and so it's nice to know they have that option with it. For me, it's a null. I tried temperature control. I really, really prefer my Kanthal coils. I found that any of the steel or any of the other possibilities that allow for the temperature control, I can taste it. I didn't like it. End of story. I'll stick with Kanthal and variable wattage. Root beer is bringing to my attention. It has bypass mode. I'm assuming by that root beer you mean you can charge and vape at the same time. Is that...
But yeah, that's basically what he's saying. Yeah.
All right.
God, I love Blue Honey from Vape Dudes. Blue Honey from Vape Dudes is fucking heaven. All right. So speaking of juice, these guys are going fast and hard, man. I just saw their latest ad come through, and it literally looked like a porn ad. These guys are not pulling any punches. They're crazy.
Okay.
I'm certainly not putting that ad on my blog, but just no juice between girls' boobs and stuff like that, stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. I'm really all about the deal. Now, right now, this is Fug and Vapor. I have been pimping these guys a lot. Now, right now, they're running 5 different coupons. I just said coupon.
Do you have any gray?
5. Right now, they're running 5 different coupon codes, so it gets very confusing.
Oh my goodness! All right,
so I have broken it down to the cheapest of all the coupons. Okay.
Okay.
This coupon works. It's called Fuggin50. You're going to get 120 mils for $12.50. Boom. That's it. Okay. So when you get there and you click on the link, it's going to take you to their juice. Now, I have been pimping them for probably a month and a half now, 2 months. A lot of people like their juice. I haven't heard a single person say, "Ew, this was gross." Okay, but all their juice right now is 50% off. Now they have other deals going, like 5 120s for $60, or 3 120s for $40. Okay, buying it with the Fuggin50 code is cheaper. If like for 3 120s at $40, if you buy 3 120s at $12.50, it's going to cost you 38 and change, or whatever, 37 and change. So it's actually going to be cheaper to use the Fuggin50 code. And like I said, you're going to get 120 mils for $12.50. Go off to the races. All their juices seem to be sweet juices, candies, cereals, gusher candies, and like sweet tarts and fruity flavors. They don't do much as far as like tobacco. They don't do any tobaccos. They don't do any, like, doesn't look like they're doing any bakery whatsoever. There's no custards. For what I see, it's basically like drinks and candy. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. There is a few bakery. They have a blue waffle. They have a cinnawana, which is like a cinnamon bun, I guess, or churro. And then they have like a chi berry, which looks like a cheesecake berry flavor. But when I think bakery, I'm thinking banana bread, cinnamon roll, cake, stuff like that. They don't really have any of that. So it's cereal, juice, and candy. If that's the type of juice you like, from what I know, you're going to like them. And for $12.50 for 120 mils, that's a cheap price.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, let me jump in before we get too far away from the Taro that we were just talking about. It turns out the Vaporesso Taro, the bypass mode isn't what we understood. It is not a charge while vaping. It is so that you can bypass the circuit board and run it as if it were a series mech. You can use it in a mech mod mode as well. Very interesting. Thank you for the correction, Astra and Jay Ojibwe. Thank you. Excellent. So,
I've seen a few mods that used to do that back in the day.
Yeah, but that builds a little more versatility into it, makes it a little bit more appealing to some of the hardcore mech guys, the guys who love to rebuild and vape really aggressively. So cool. Good to know.
I said Aggressive.
Yeah, that.
They even have a Twizzle My Nizzle, Tiger.
Okay.
Which is a Twizzler vape.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that, Twizzle My Nizzle. And then I'm just looking at some of the flavors. They have the lemon drop, which is definitely I like lemon vapes. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Green Goblin. I'm gonna like that. Moneymaker, which looks like a green apple, kiwi, and grape. That sounds like something right up my alley. And tardy pants. I don't know, it just sounds wrong for some reason, but it looks like strawberry and lime slushy mixed with some candy. He has great pictures for his juice, I'll tell you that right now. And I love his packaging. I like the labels. They just look very inviting. So again, 120, 1250, off to the races. Now, if you don't want to try his juice, I believe he has another coupon code out there. It is Juice15. We'll take 15% off. Now, he has got a ton of wholesale juice out there. For those of you guys who were into, just all the big names like Beard and, and what have you. He has, he has a ton. I'm just going through him as holy shit, he sells a lot. Look at you, Space Jam, all this stuff. So, if you're into that type of that liquid, the regular wholesale distributor liquids, they have them. Use that coupon code, you get 15% off of those liquids. But fuck it, try the fucking vapor. That's all I gotta say. Ooh, what is on clearance? Give me a second. I must look at. Yeah, e-juice on sale for fucking 29 cents. I want to know what 29-cent e-juice tastes like. Tiger, would you try 29-cent e-juice?
I'm not sure I would, but you never know.
They're selling. You know what? If you go into his clearance section, Joytuck does make e-juice, okay, and it's Chinese juice, but there is a bajillion different flavors. So they go from 6 to 16 milligram. It's 87 cents for 30 mils. Okay, if you guys just want to I don't know, have a taste party and just buy, you could literally buy every flavor and it would cost you $8. I'm just looking. Yeah, Joytech made juice for a while. They still do make it. It's just it's popular in China. You know what I mean? So, Tiger, let's try the. Let's see. They're all cigarette flavors. No, there's nothing fun. They're called Marlboro, but they spell it Burrow instead of they added the UGH at the end. It's actually kind of funny. Anyway, so 30 mils, 87 cents. So if you're a cheapskate, go for it. Put it in the zombie apocalypse juice box.
Alrighty. Well, we are at 21 minutes past the hour. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yes. One more.
All right.
Let's do a rouleau.
Oh,
rouleau,
I never tire those.
All right, this rouleau is probably the cheapest you're going to get from America. And it's cheaper than what I have it up for because, again, VaporJoe's 13. They have a 15% off, so it's actually 2% cheaper.
All right.
$34.76 shipped from America. That's cheap. That's the cheapest you're going to see a rouleau. Unless somebody's going to give them away one day at $29. But here's the. Hold on, let me get the. There's the link. They have all the colors too. It isn't just a shitty one color. Okay,
Good.
they got the nice black and red. Wait, do they still have the?
Yeah,
black
that is nice.
Oh no, they're all sold out except for the white.
Oh. Well, do not listen, and I've said over and over and over again, if you find the right price on a rouleau and you want it, do not let the color put you off. What you want to do is just get that great deal and then head on over to jwraps.com. This is indicative of the kind of work he does. Oops, and that's not going to help us. Let's move down here and move that. There we go. Just make it look however you want. The sky's the limit. This is JWrap's work here, and as you can see, this is custom for me. I keep showing it upside down. There you go. So got my name on it and everything, and he does a great job. They fit perfectly. They are wonderful to apply, and they hold up so well. I use this so much. It's been through the ringer, and still you can see the paint, the finish is wearing off the edge of the mod that's exposed, but the JWrap still looks dynamite. So don't let color put you off. $34 for one of these is a great deal. They are great mods. I love them to bits, and just wrap it up, make it look however you want.
This isn't the crappy teal and white one. This is the pure white one, which is actually doable.
So two-tone white. It's white throughout, but it's sort of got a two-tone to it.
Yeah. Right. So this one's actually not ugly. The ugly teal one is the one I fucking can't stand. I don't understand why they were trying to use that. What they call it, Tiffany, whatever
Oh,
color
that was
they
it.
call
The whole Tiffany color
Oh.
scheme was big there for a while.
No, it was never big. It just they tried to push it on us, and we said "fuck you" because it is gross. But anyway, it's the white one. It's fine on its own. You can always wrap it up if you don't want it. If you don't want it just white, just over $34. That's cheaper than China. That's the cheapest I've seen in America.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheapest I've seen. China's always like $35, $36. So, get it while you can. And yeah, check out his battery while you're there. Check out the battery chargers and his batteries too. They got a ton of shit at My Freedom Smokes, and that 15% off coupon is going to knock things down for quite a bit. They got a whole clearance section. So yeah, get over there and check it out. So you're saying, does anybody have any questions? Because we only got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just checking it out, and there's been no questions for the last little bit. Just running back up. Oh, R. Kelly wanted to know, is it the one that runs on 2 or 3 batteries? No, this is the more the original version. This is the 3 batteries. End of story. So.
Yeah, this is the original Rouleau, which you can upgrade to 250 if you want to. Mm-hmm. And somebody says my underwear is not so lucky. So. Whatever.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. But I'm not going to ask.
Somebody's writing, is there problems with battery life on the Aliens? I can't tell you because I just got it.
Yeah, we've only been using it since this afternoon, so hard to say. I would say that considering how much I've used it, let's just see where mine are still sitting at. I've still got easily 2/3, maybe almost 3/4 going on there. So I would say, no, that's pretty reasonable.
Don't they make every RX model in Tiffany blue? Well, they do make every RX model in Tiffany blue, but I would say it's the most unpopular color. They make really nice ones, like the red and black is my favorite.
Red black was gorgeous. R. Kelly wants to know, have you tried the MyJet?
No, the MyJet isn't really a closed system because MyJets you can fill with your own juice. So that's kind of it's really not a closed system.
Oh my gosh, Joe, I know what your next deal is going to be. Condi says they also have the 2/3 version. Same coupon code brings it down to $39.11. Okay, you guys don't go buy one yet because I want to make sure I get one. That's a great buy. That's a great
You have
buy.
one, don't you?
Yeah, I do. You should know. You gave it to me. Yeah, if they have the 2/3 version for under $40, just we'll wait. Okay, we're here for another couple minutes. We'll wait. Go buy it right now. Don't wait. Seriously, that's a hella deal.
Yeah, and the coupon code is, so you don't screw it up. The coupon code is 15 everything.
15 everything. Right.
Cool. It's gonna be a My Freedom Smokes day tomorrow. Everybody's like, why the fuck are you pimping them so much? It's because there's some good shit going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love when you get those kind of price points domestically too, because then you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get a really, really great deal that you can brag about, and you get it fast. So, bonus.
And also, if you want to buy the new DNA 250 Triad, it's out. It's not on pre-order anymore. It's fucking expensive, but it's available. After coupon, it's $141.55. I have the 200 watt version. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have it right here. This is the 250 version. It's like I said. I mean, this isn't a deal. It's more like a spotlight. But it's $141. It's expensive. That's expensive for a mod these days. But it is a gorgeous mod. Don't get me wrong. Oh, beautiful. Like holy shit, good.
Nice. Spygoat has one question we'll try to answer before we shut her down here, and that is, do you know of any good deals on the SX Mini currently?
No.
Okay.
Look for it. You know what you do if you don't care about the wattage, and you just want like an SX Mini, like the original, you can probably find them $60-$70 for the original 60-watt versions. I bet you asked me this last week, and I told you I'd look, and I didn't, because I remember fielding the same exact question from last week. I know. Eva got an amazing deal.
Yes.
That deal was for the new one, and then you got the original one for free, or something like that.
Right. It was a bundle deal, and overall, yeah, really, really good deal.
Yeah, I remember finding a deal once for an SX Mini for like $50. Like somebody has a shit ton of them. Nobody wants them for retail because they are expensive, like $100 and some. Nobody's gonna pay for that anymore. So they dropped them to like $40 or $9. Is an original SX Mini worth $40? I think so.
That's what it was. Eva got two of them, different styles, but for $199, and it included e-juice. Yeah, great deal. Well done, Eva.
Yeah, prick stole my drip tip. Anyway, so
just as well.
I'll never live it down. All right, so
I'll make sure
that's the end of the show for us. We will see you Saturday on Envy. We will repeat all the vape mail we did today on Envy.
Oh, yay!
And
well, we do try.
We'll
shake it up a bit.
Different audience. So we will see you then, and happy vaping.
Happy vaping? Where did that come from?
Because at the end of DoneDeal, I think what I'm going to do now from now on, Tiger, is say something nice at the end of DoneDeal, and then something gross at the end of Mod Envy, and then it balances each other out.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, whatever. But I appreciate that you're going to be couth for this show. I appreciate that.
Yes, happy vaping. And have a wonderful week.
Oh my goodness, it's just so weird to hear. All right. Well, indeed, thank you for tuning in and keeping us company. Always fun to see you guys on Wednesday nights. Of course, we are back 10 o'clock Saturday with Mod Envy, and next Wednesday, 10 o'clock, as always, with DoneDeal. Have a great week, and ciao, Bellas.
See you later.